Hey, what's good, everybody? This is EJ,
It's your boy Kenny.
It's Francis.
and this is the Banter 3FC podcast. Three friends that love the game and love talking all things football. But today we are four because we got a special guest. Chev, introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, Siobhan? Biggest Man U fan you know.
My Man United brother, welcome.
Yeah. And AKA, for those who don't know, 347 is in the building. But yeah, Chev is in the building, and ladies and gentlemen, please give him a warm welcome. Because we love to have our guests come on the show, give a different perspective of what we got going on. But as you already know, this is the Banter 3FC podcast. You can find us everywhere on social media, on all social media platforms. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all of our content because we're nothing without our loyal fans. Appreciate you as always. Francis, how you feeling?
We're here, man. We're here.
The season's over. Smile.
No, there's no reason for Francis to smile. Let's get into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The season's finally over, and man, what a long one it was. A very, very, very stress-filled long season. But it's finally over. Some of us are happy that it's over. Some of us wish it could have kept going, but hey, it is what it is, right? Yeah.
That's how it be sometimes.
Correct.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, we do have a special guest on the show. Francis, kind of talk about our guest, lead into it, let the people know who he is.
Nah, for sure. Our guy Chef. We go back over a decade now. Just a quick question for the fans. Wanted to ask you, Chef. When did you actually become a Man United fan, and how did you even become a Man United fan to begin with?
Yeah, been a Man U fan for since I know myself, right? My dad's a Liverpool fan, and I felt like I had to try to be against him, right? So what was the
That's a chef thing right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let that just give you an idea of the person that's on the show right now. That wraps him up in a nutshell.
I mean, you called me a troll. Maybe it's been like this the whole time, but yeah, my dad's a Liverpool fan, and I felt like I had to be something he's not, right? So started watching Man U, and then truly fell in love with it when we have Wayne Rooney, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Then I start watching it more and more, and one of my greatest moments is 2008 when we beat Chelsea in that final. I ran outside crying. So it's embedded in me.
Oh, we know. We definitely know. We definitely know. But yeah, thank you for introducing yourself, Chef. Our second special guest of the season. Hopefully next year we'll have a bunch more. But you guys already know.
I did want to ask.
Oh,
who
go
was
ahead.
your favorite Man United player all time? Because that's what we asked for Faye. So wanted to get your answer.
I mean, Wayne Rooney.
Respect.
Wayne Rooney. Yeah, Wayne Rooney that's the guy. That's the guy. The greatest English player ever.
Hey,
Respect.
Wow. He is a legend of the game, so respect. But yeah, you guys already know the order of the show, but with it being the end of the season, we're going to switch it up just a little bit. So the last episode, I think we closed out with the last game of the season, so that's been done. But we did have a Champions League final to discuss, so we'll start off talking about that. Then we'll talk about the end of the season in terms of manager of the season, player of the season awards. Then we're going to give a review of our preseason predictions that we made at the beginning of the season of who would finish in the top four. And then we'll close it out with each person is going to give their prediction of who they think will win the World Cup. Sounds good?
Let's get it.
So
Yo, I just want to point out, as soon as I started about Champions League, Francis smiled. That's the only time that he smiled since the show.
Ah.
But it's
Let's
all
dive in.
good.
Let's dive into that, EJ. This enough of
Kenny,
that.
Kenny, lead us
successful
into
hate watch.
You
Kenny,
heard.
lead us into the segment, please. Thank you.
Yes. The final game of the Champions League. Arsenal versus PSG. EJ, I'll start off with you. Kind of what were your thoughts and kind of how did you see the game go?
Yeah, honestly, I remember I was telling you guys leading up into it, it was like I was looking at it like a free hit just because we had, coming off winning the Prem and, the pressure's off. Everybody's happy. Everybody's go lucky. I bought my ticket. I was literally flying to London right after the final whistle. Like that was my flight. So, go to an Arsenal bar to go watch the game, get there. There's like a line as long as a football field, bro. So I have to go to the bar across the street. I get in just before kickoff. And I think I'm going to start doing this more often, watching the game with Arsenal fans, because I just feel like there's just so much hatred everywhere. There's just so much hatred everywhere. So I think I might start doing that because it honestly was a great experience. The game started off crazy. Kai Havertz scores that crazy goal in the first 6 minutes. Like honestly, when I was at the bar, when that goal went in, at first everyone was looking around because it looked like it hit the side netting, but it wasn't until the fans started seeing Saka and Odegaard and Kai Havertz run to the corner, the entire bar like went insane. Like that was the loudest experience. Like it was insane. But after the goal went in, I feel like the whole dynamic of the game changed because someone said in the group chat about scoring too early, and I think that's what ended up happening. We scored really, really early in an unexpected way, and I think from that
That
moment,
was me. Great analysis. Continue.
You finished.
Go ahead. You just always want to take my credit. I just want some credit. Go ahead.
Anyways,
Yep.
the goal went in, and the dynamic of the game changed, and we just went super, super defensive. And I didn't like it because I felt like you can't defend for 90 minutes against the best attacking team in the world because at some point something's going to happen. I was texting the group chat telling you guys we can't play like this because it just takes one. It's coming. You know that kind of thing. But and I remember we talked at halftime and all that stuff, and I was talking about it, all this and all that. But then after the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, I started to feel a little bit more comfortable because I was like, wow, in the first half, PSG literally, they didn't create anything. They had all the possession, but I never felt like our goal was under threat. I never saw David Raya making crazy saves, super worried, close calls, all this and all that. And honestly, if it wasn't for that one mistake that Christian Mosquera made that gave away the penalty, if you want me to be honest, I don't even think that they score in the game. I really don't think that they score in open play if we don't give them something. And that's ultimately what happened. And I feel bad for Mosquera because that's the only mistake that he made the whole game. Because if you told me going into it that Mosquera was going to start at right back against Kvaratskhelia, that's not anything that I would want to see. But he did everything that he needed to, made the one mistake, concede the pen, they get back into the game. And then from there, the game just kind of stayed the same as what it was before they scored. We were just defending. They were passing the ball around, but they weren't creating anything. And I was disappointed in a few players. I was disappointed in Saka. I was disappointed in Odegaard. Disappointed in the guys that are supposed to be the ones to take us to the promised land or create something, moments of magic and all that. But I think really what it was is Saka and a lot of the other wingers and other players sacrificed offensively to just defend because I think the reason why Kvaratskhelia didn't do anything is because Saka was defending. He was basically a wingback playing next to Mosquera the entire game. So he didn't do anything offensively, but I think that maybe was most likely the reason for it. But I still expect a bit more from him, especially in a game of that magnitude, for him to, step out and show the world. But the game went into extra time. Still didn't feel like they were going to score, and then ultimately went to penalties. And I was very, very shocked when I saw Eze miss that penalty because I didn't expect that from him. And at that point, Saka's off, Odegaard's off, Kai Havertz is off. Those are our main Trossard. Those are our main penalty takers. And we had who was left, and then after Eze missed, Ryan made a save, and then I'm like, all right, we're back in it. And then the last person steps up, and I saw Gabriel walking up to the pen, and I was just like, dog, no. But I didn't want to say it out loud, but it's like when I saw him walk up to it, I knew he was gonna miss. Like I knew it. So it's just like it was tough to see that. And it was a tough way to lose because in penalties it can go either way. And we were there to the very end. So I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the team for everything that we did to get to this point. Because nobody believed that we'd make it to the Champions League final, especially as soon as we did. So we made it back. Hopefully we get further because we've been taking step by step every year. Hopefully we get further and win it next opportunity that we get. Because I feel like it's a rite of passage thing. I don't think most teams win it their first go around. So, yeah, but good season. Happy, proud of the boys. But move on to the next season.
Yeah, I want to bring Chevin real quick. Chris, I know you're chomping.
Oh
at
no,
the
no,
bits,
please!
but
I was going to say, please, let Chef
I'll
go
get
first.
to you.
Let Chef go first, please. I was going to say that.
You see him? He's just like.
Please, I want Chef go
But
first. Go ahead.
Chev, just with his, I'll let you go. But just with his comment about like Saka and Odegaard and the expectations, I want your thoughts. I know you're one of the few people that always talk about, especially Odegaard and being the captain and stepping up in big moments. So, what do you think about like what he said about that?
I mean, Arsenal's real captain is Declan Rice. Odegaard is not fit to be a captain, right? And I'll tell you why.
Coming out crazy.
No, I'm just being very honest, right? I always say this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new. I'm saying, if you think about it, right? Tell me when have Odegaard stepped up, apart from 2 years ago when he scored the 15 goals. Tell me the time when Odegaard has stepped up versus a Man City or like title on the line, do something, right? Feel like he's being the entire season hooked at halftime, hooked at halftime, hooked at halftime, hooked at it just kept going, right? So to me, that's not fit as a captain. I was comparing him to Bruno. You would never see Bruno come off the pitch, no matter what the situation is, right? Your special player, your captain should be dragging you over the line. That's how I look at it, right? I grew up watching people like Roy Keane dragging us across the line, Rio Ferdinand dragging us across the line, right? From a Chelsea standpoint, John Terry dragging them across the line. That's what a
Lampard.
captain
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
So that's why I grew up on seeing those type of captains. That's why I don't rate Odegaard as that silky player, good, right? But I don't think he's fit for a club like Arsenal. I'll give Arsenal their props, right? Especially with this game. I think their plan going into the game was really good, right? Up until they scored, they were playing a good game. But I felt like they became timid, right? They start going into their shell.
Yeah,
They
very nervous.
became nervous. And
Mhm.
PSG is a team you could get at them, right? That you could we seen Aston Villa beat this team
Mm-hmm.
in the second leg, right? So you
Yep.
could get at this team. And I felt like Arsenal big players didn't show up. And there's another person I want to talk about in that midfield, right? Number 41, right? Very, very limited player, right? Drag your team. Drag your team. Like I've seen a lot of misplaces in that game, a lot of mispasses in that game where Arsenal should just stop, sit down, pass the ball, slow the game down. But it just felt like every time it got the ball, it was a rush, right? Let's try to counter. And that's not the Arsenal we know. We know a patient Arsenal. And that's why I was disappointed. I was hoping for an open game because I wanted to see that back line, like to see if they could hold up versus those three up front for PSG. And then when we come to Saka, God bless him. God bless him, man. I think Arteta have run that guy into the ground. Like I feel like we have the shout of Saka being world class, right? And I have yet to see it. And he's really good. But these are the moments you need him. You need
Facts.
Saka to step up, right?
Starboy.
Look at Kvaskelia, world class, give and go penalty, right? Madueke came on and played better than Saka. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen, right? And our Saka is really good. I'm going to cheer for England in this World Cup, but Saka is good. But when we talk about world class, we talk about these finals. Take a special type of player to get there and do the job. So that's my opinion on that. The final.
Yeah, definitely agree with a lot of what you said. Because the only thing I do disagree with is that captain thing. I feel like people read too deep into the armband thing. Like you don't, the armband doesn't mean like, oh, just because I'm wearing the armband, I'm the guy that. But no, 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 no. If you're a leader, you don't need the armband to show that. So even if Odegaard didn't have it, if you want to be a leader, step up, do what you got to do. That's how I view it. I
Question.
feel like the armband thing is just it's too big of a talking point. I don't really care who
I
wears
have
it.
one question. So should you take the captain ban off him this season coming?
Um, for me, I'm indifferent. I don't care if he has the armband or not. If you are a leader, just be a leader. The
Okay.
armband doesn't determine who's a leader. Like, but at the beginning of the season, the team votes who they want to be captain every single season. That I don't know how it works at every other club, but at Arsenal, that's how it works. Odegaard's always picked to be the captain. So there's reasons for that. Maybe he's like one of those leaders where do as I do, like I do the right thing all the time, set the example kind of thing. Maybe he's that type of leader. Rice is more of a vocal, like Roy Keane throwback type of captain. Like I don't really care. That doesn't. I don't know. I just don't care about that type of stuff. But to each his own. To each his own.
Fair.
Francis, successful hate watch. How was your Champions League day?
You know, it started out terrifying because if you revert back, 2021, Kai Havertz scored the winning goal for Chelsea versus Man City in that final in Porto. And when Kai Havertz scored in the 6th minute of this Champions League game, I started having mini heart palpitations because I said, "How dare you do this to me?" But like I said in the last episode, PSG, PSG faithful, Le Bleu, thank you for keeping it correct. Chelsea remains the only club in London with the Champions League, and it must remain that way. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Oh man, you never disappoint. But nah, I have nothing else to add. You guys have pretty much said all the points. But one thing I did want to say is the hate was a little too much for me. Like I said, I don't care. I really don't care about Arsenal. I don't. But to see the amount of hate, like people showing up to parties, to especially Man United fans, I'm disappointed in you. We don't do that. Because yes, Arsenal are our rivals, but they were never a threat. So it's not like we need to
Not
go and
really. I
parade
mean,
and we don't.
It's a dab. It's a dab.
you know when you get
It's
somebody a little bit and they just go too far. What do you mean? You know what?
It's a dab.
It's my turn. So to me, the hate watches and everyone like celebrating Gabrielle missing, and it's like to me, you do those type of things. Like for example, I can understand why people hate Man United, right? Chev talked about this. They've ruined a lot of childhoods. We won a lot. I get it. I get why people hate the Patriots. I get why people might hate the Celtics or the Lakers. Teams that just continue to win had some maybe annoying players or really good players that just didn't like. I get that. But Arsenal, them coming up and finally winning something is like I didn't get the point of doing all that, but to each his own. But it was a little bit overboard for me. I
Kenny,
get banter, but it seemed like people like were really like excited that they lost. I'm like, what does it even matter?
Kenny.
Yeah,
This is
you
the thing.
know.
The thing is
Go ahead.
this: it's not necessarily Arsenal.
It's the fans.
It's the fans, and I've
It
made that
is.
clear how many times. EJ, I've said this to EJ how many times. I love you, dog, but you see Arsenal fans, I could really squabble with them because they're just different. But that's it.
Okay.
Listen, like that I've seen people comparing. Big thing was 2008 Man U versus this Arsenal.
Yeah, that was outrageous.
I
Yeah.
have to hate that team if that's the case, right? Because I'm being very honest, right? Their fans are saying Saka over Cristiano Ronaldo. What?
Yeah, it's madness. That's
Declan
madness.
Wait,
Rice said,
hold on.
like fans were
Wait. They
that's what they're
said
saying.
what?
Their fans were saying this '08 to
Like
2000 Manchester
comparing,
United, the Arsenal team is better than that. And overboard. I'm like, you're getting carried away. Win it first, right? Then we have the
See,
conversation.
you know why? Like, I can't hear that. I've seen Chelsea fans who are 100 times worse. I'm at the point. I promise you, I'm not even trying to be funny. There's a feature on Twitter where you can mute or block certain words. Anything Chelsea related, it's blocked on my timeline. Because I'm not even trying to be funny. People say that Arsenal fans are unbearable, which, hey, you guys know I don't fall into that category. I'm not a delusional fan that just says whatever. You even
used to be.
Chev is even talking about Saka's world class. Saka is not world class. He is not world class, and I've been saying that for how you guys know where I stand on this stuff. I don't say things that just aren't true. But Chelsea fans, bro, Chelsea fans, dog. I'm not even trying to be funny. The reason why I muted them on Twitter is because I've never seen delusion to that extent in my life. I've never seen it in my entire life. So if they want to say we're unbearable, hey man, if they want to hate us, hey, maybe you should hate City with the 115 charges. They cheat. Chelsea, they fall into that same bucket. Maybe hate them. Tottenham, they almost got relegated 2 years in a row. So hate them. I don't know why everybody hates Arsenal. We're, we're just here.
Yeah,
Just here.
victim mode. Look at him. He playing victim. Look, it's easy. Come on.
What?
Come
What
on.
victim?
It's cool. It's fine. It's fine.
Call it victim if you want, I guess. Hey.
Man. But yeah, it was a good game overall. I really, like I said, I wish we could have seen more of the back and forth as it was like the first 5-6 minutes. Thought it was going to be a really good game, but it was still an enjoyable watch. Not the first half because after you guys conceded, after PSG conceded, you guys just reverted back to kind of your old ways. So, but yeah, we'll see if you guys grow from it. And it was an impressive Champions League campaign. I was thoroughly surprised how well Arsenal did. I think your defensive line really solidified kind of that aspect that from the Premier League style of play to then playing European teams. It's like that aggression, that physicality. A lot of European teams really can't deal with. So I think that brought you guys almost, to that final position you wanted to be in. But overall, it was a really, really good game.
I'm just gonna drop this last thing, and we can move on to the next topic. Saliba, Gabriel, Daviraya, they are world class players. This season
Yeah,
has confirmed that for me.
yes. That's only three.
Declan Rice too. He had a
Let's move
bad
on.
game. He had a bad game, but I do think Declan is world class. But we'll keep things rolling into the next segment of the show. Up next, let's talk about manager of the season, player of the season awards that were given out at the very end of the season. So, first on the ticker, we'll talk about the player of the season. I'm pretty sure. Everybody predicted somebody completely different from who ended up actually winning it.
I definitely did.
I don't even remember who I predicted.
You predicted Erling Haaland, Kenny, and Francis.
Oh, okay.
You said Cole
Isak.
Palmer, and I said
No, I
Bukayo
didn't.
Saka.
I said Isak.
You said Isak. Oh no, sorry, you're right. You did say Isak because he had just went to Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Yep.
yeah.
You said Isak, and I said Saka. So, where would we like to start?
Chev, please take the floor. I've said enough about this man.
So we're going player of the season.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Bruno.
what else do I need to say? 21 assists, right? Let's talk. Like, if we're gonna really break it down, right? First half of the season, deep two-man midfield, performed at a really high level, right? Came to
I wouldn't say
the number
low
10 position.
Oh,
level. He struggled in the beginning of the season, but he definitely picked it up.
We were
When he was
sixth.
playing in that little midfield with the three in the back, I think he struggled.
We were sixth at that time, right? We're number 6 in the table at that time, right? When he was playing in the double pivot versus the agent Casemiro, right? Still having a great season. I think it was a good, and because his game have changed, right? He used to spam balls, and like not thinking about passing. That position thought him about like, okay, let me sit back and be more pragmatic, and his defensive stat have increased, right? And then you put him into the number 10 position. Big games after big games, Bruno steps up, right? He's scored against every big or assist versus all these big teams, right? Francis would know. We beat them, right?
I'm
Right?
gonna let that slide. Go ahead.
Think about
You
it, right?
can't do anything else.
I know.
You just gotta
I know.
eat everything.
I know.
Just sit and eat
twice.
everything.
Go ahead.
Twice. And Bruno contributed to both games, right? Second game versus Arsenal at the Emirates, right? Pass Dorgu. Probably to me, goal of the season, right?
He
Big
wasn't even nominated.
crazy, right? But big games after big games after big games. And then it got to a point where his teammates were actually missing on purpose. That's how I look at it, to break the record. If we have like someone like a Holland up top, this would have probably been 30, 35 assists for the season. Just to be honest with you. If you look at the compilation of how many misses our team had, you look and be like, you know what, fair. And then we came 15th the year before. 15th. We are the team that had the most point turnaround from the season previously to now. So I have to give it to Bruno.
Well done.
Yeah, no,
I have nothing else to add.
I definitely remember like me and Kenny had talked about this months ago. Like there was a point in the season where his performances turned upwards and he was consistently playing well game after game, and the numbers were showing. And I literally said to him like, or once we had the conversation, broke everything down. I literally said, all right, yeah, if he ends up breaking this assist record, give him the player of the year. He deserves it. No arguments on my side. The only thing I do want to say is I don't know if the last one was actually an assist because it was an own goal. It was an own goal, but they gave it to him though. But it was
It's
an own
equal.
goal.
It's equal to your greatest player ever. So if
Yeah,
you
equal. Yeah, equal. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But hey, shout out to him. It's not easy to be the best player in the Prem, so shout out to him. Have to give him his flowers for it. Francis, anything?
Nah, it's been a
Cole Palmer.
not even, not even. Nah, really, a really spectacular.
You on
year,
mute?
You know, you guys
Oh,
can
there
hear
you
me?
go.
Yeah.
No,
I
Sorry.
can
yeah,
hear you now.
Sorry. Yeah. A spectacular year from Bruno. So all credit to him for everything he's able to accomplish. And little preview into this summer. Let's see and hope that he can do similar things for his national team this year in the World Cup.
We'll see. Yeah, nothing to add, man. I don't even have to be here today. Chef's got it. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, then next we'll talk about Manager of the Season award that went out to, I believe, the deserved winner, Mikel Arteta, for winning the Premier League.
Iriola, sorry.
You
We're
had
at
you
different
had you
level of
had
hate.
you had like 3 or 4 different managers, so you were never in contention. So, anyways, like I said, deserved winner in my opinion, Mikel Arteta, and he's actually who I predicted to win at the very beginning of the season because I said if when Arsenal win the Prem, he's gonna get the Manager of the Season award, and he ended up getting in. I think, like I said, it's deserved. To finally win the Prem at a club that hasn't won it in 22 years in his first job against the best manager in the Premier League that's up in conversations for best manager of all time, Pep Guardiola. He definitely deserves it. And honestly, I even forgot to talk about this, but I went to the parade in London right after the Champions League final. So like just seeing like how happy everybody was, Mikel with the trophy and all that stuff. That's honestly that's gonna go down in history as one of like the greatest experiences in my life that I've ever experienced. Honestly, um, like London, like as soon as I touched down London Heathrow, bro, you just see the Arsenal jerseys everywhere. And then as you get closer, you take the tube, you start getting to North London. It's more and even more and even more, and to the point where it's like, you can't walk around. Everybody has on an Arsenal jersey, and that was just a great experience. I'm so happy I decided to do it. Got to share the moment with the team because even though we lost the final, I don't think that changed the mood of anything. Like I've never. It was just a great experience. Everyone was so happy. So I was just happy I was there to experience it. And yeah, like I said, Mikel Arteta, Manager of the Year, deserved.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, it was always gonna go to him if he won. You know, after years and years of trying, and Pep kind of outdoing him in some of those years, it was only right to go to him. So well deserved. I was one that said he wouldn't get it done, so I already admitted that I was obviously wrong. But yeah, he did what he had to do. He switched the way you guys played, good or bad, and he got the job done.
Yeah. Big shout out to Emery too. Like I want to give Emery's credit, right?
Yeah.
Entire midfield was injured to go win Europa League and still finish fourth is a big, But Arteta could get it. Finally did it. But big shout out to Emery.
Wait, hold on. Chev, I got to say something because I know what Ken used to say. This is an award for what you do in the Premier League,
Finish
not
fourth.
what. Yeah, not no, because you started talking about winning the Europa. That means nothing in this conversation. Based based off of what Kenny told me. That's what he told me, right?
Okay.
Correct. Because he tried to say that because Bruno's playing one game a week, oh, that should hurt his chance of winning player of the year. I said, is this not Premier League player of the season? That's what
I, I
he's
was
No,
just
that's
yeah,
what he's playing in.
I was just
no, you're
going off
right.
the circumstances he had, right? It's multiple. He had a bunch of other games with a very injured team. That's why I was bringing it up, right? To balance both Europa League and still finish above the league winners, right? The previous league winners, Liverpool, is a big thing, right? Like I don't think any team could go without their three starting midfielders in a given 2 month period and still finish fourth. So shout out to him.
That's a good shout. And Areola too.
Yeah,
Getting Bournemouth to Europe is insane.
I want to give a shout to Keith Andrews. If we're giving shout outs, then
Yeah, yeah.
Brentford manager, everyone said that they would get relegated this season. And for them to finish in the position that they did, have their striker scores, he was a number 2 goal scorer in the Prem behind Erling Haaland.
yeah.
And this is his first full season in the Prem. So I got to give, if we're giving shout outs, got to give him a shout out too.
Respect.
Oh,
And
and the coach from
Sunderland.
Sunderland, yeah,
Yeah.
him too.
Europe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's
in
crazy.
Europe. For them to get promoted and then finish in a European position, insane.
And smack
Yeah.
Chelsea in the final day. So
Chelsea
No,
should
that's
be.
not
Yeah,
a
what's
surprise.
new though? What's new?
Shout out to Liam Rosini.
Yeah, yeah. What's new? Any thoughts from you, Francis?
no, like I said, Iriola, I definitely want to give a shout out for him. Nah, all jokes aside, I think he did a great job with Bournemouth this year. And honestly, if it literally wasn't for Liverpool and Aston Villa flipping spots, Bournemouth would be in the Champions League. Literally, they would have qualified for Champions League. So respect to him and the work he did with Bournemouth.
Anything for Arteta?
Congratulations to Arteta. Great job.
Yo,
Yeah.
Francis, you are a hater. It's so
Nah. Real talk, nah. He definitely showed up. This was the year, like I said, I think towards the beginning of this year, I said this will put up or shut up year for him, and he delivered. So 100% kudos to him. Great job done for Arteta.
That just reminded me, Kenny. There's a question that you asked me. That I told you.
You don't get to EJ.
No,
This is gonna
just
be
ask.
this is gonna be bad for you. This is, if you want to ask, this is going to be
Ask-
really bad for you.
Ask me the question.
This is going to be really bad for you.
Ask me the question.
In the beginning of the season, I asked EJ if Arteta doesn't win, is there any pressure on him? And
That's not the
Francis,
question that you. That's not the question that you
yes,
asked.
Francis, you were there. Is that
No.
the question?
I have the video. Hold on. I have the video. You said, do you think he will still be at Arsenal should he get fired? You didn't say pressure. Those are two different things.
Fine. And then you said, you clearly answered. And then we asked you this question, 2 months ago? And then you said it's too early.
It was last month.
I don't know. Is it just not just a timeline thing? How was preseason not earlier than 2 months ago?
Correct.
No, just ask me the question.
I asked you 2 months ago. You started.
No, I said
tongues.
You
said it's too early.
No. I said it's too early. Ask me at the end of the season. That's what I said.
How was it too early if you answered the same question in preseason?
No, because you changed the question. You started talking about pressure after. In the very
No. We talked about fired. We talked about pressure. We talked about all wrapped in a little bow. You answered the question and you said, "Oh, I don't think there's going to be any pressure on him." Yeah, that's external. It's external. He's not going to get fired. It's the same thing. Pressure to get fired.
No, because when you say, "Do you think he deserves to get fired if he doesn't win the Prem at the beginning of the season?" And then you start asking, "Do you think that there should be pressure?" Like
in that same conversation, EJ, we said, "Do you think there's any pressure?" You said, "No, that's external. That's outside noise. Internally, they're backing him." That was your answer.
So
then 2 months ago, you said it was too early. It's still too. No. We'll wait till next season.
Me the question. Why not?
It's too early. It's too early.
It's not early. Everything's done.
No, it's too early. If you preseason, you're fine. 2 months ago, when you get nervous, it's too early to ask. So it's still too early.
No. I said
palms got sweady. Palms got sweaty.
They were never sweaty. I literally.
Palms got sweaty. Saxophones were getting loud.
Hold on. No. Because you played the saxophone because you thought we were going to lose, and then I never heard the saxophone again. Francis,
how did I play? I played it because Man City was on your tail.
Francis, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Did my faith ever waver?
For the most part, no.
Don't say most part.
I will. I will, because it definitely did at one point.
Just because I'm mad about a result doesn't mean that my faith wavered.
You wanted my answer, I gave you my answer. You can't change what I say.
That's crazy.
You ducked the question, so stop it.
I didn't duck the question. I just said ask
me. You ducked the question. No, you ducked the question. No, you can't answer something in preseason. You were asking me
that question because you assumed at that point we were going to lose the league.
There was no assumption. I asked you the same question I asked during preseason. That was it. And you ducked the question.
I didn't duck the question again.
You ducked the question. You got nervous and you ducked the question, but we can move on.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again. If you asked me that at the beginning of the season of what my prediction will be at the end of the season, right? Then when we looked like we were going to lose, because you asked it right after the City game. That's when you asked it. You asked it after that game because you assumed that we were going to lose. So for me,
there's no assumption because it's a close race and you can lose.
You said we were going to lose.
I literally don't care if you guys win or lose. I said if.
No, but you were giving your no. It's not a matter. It's not a
if. It's a question. If you guys don't win, do you not think that there's pressure? Is that not a valid question?
It's not a matter of do you hate it? I don't care about that. You believe.
So what is the assumption of losing? I asked you. No, I
No,
didn't. You can't tell me what I
no, because
believe.
you said right after the City game, you said, "Yo, it's over. You guys aren't going to win it." That's what you said, and then you asked the question. So my thing
Okay.
is, you asked the question from the perspective of you believe that we were going to lose, so you asked the question. So I said, wait until the end of the season. You're asking it too early.
But asking in preseason is asking it too late.
Do you guys get what I'm trying
Understood.
to say, or am I tweaking? Let me know if I'm tweaking.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Let the comments decide if we're
Hey,
tweaking or
man.
not.
But it's okay. Then up next in the show, we have our top 4 prediction review. So everybody, pull up the archives of the top 4 table that you had, and let's go through them. I think we should start with Chev.
Mhm.
Then we'll go to Kenny. Then me. Then we'll go to Francis.
Why me
Okay.
last?
I have unfortunately Man City winning last time,
Mhm.
right? Liverpool
Mhm.
second, Chelsea third. I don't know what I was thinking. Arsenal fourth.
Oh,
Fair.
you had Arsenal 4 too.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Here's my thinking though. Here, can I give my thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I want to hear this.
I was thinking like the wheels are gonna fall off, right? Because three second place, I felt like the pressure would get to the boys, right? So I'm like, okay, there's gonna be some fall off, and then maybe this upcoming season they rebound and get it. That was my thought process. And with the rumors of Pep leaving, I felt like Pep was about to just go unleash it. And then Liverpool spent 450 million. And then Chelsea, I don't know what I was thinking there. I honestly,
To
It
be
was probably
fair,
because they just won the Club World Cup.
yes.
yeah,
And Maresca was still in charge.
That PSG game, the final got to me, and I don't know what I did. Like yuck, thinking about it.
You started drinking the blue Kool-Aid.
Blue coal.
That was good.
Hey, yo!
Oh man.
But nah, that makes sense. I mean, mine's pretty similar. I think we just swapped City and Liverpool. So I had Liverpool first, City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth. So yeah, pretty similar thinking. I thought Florian Wirtz and Isak spending all that money, I thought they would do a better job. Frimpong, which is a player that looked really good for Leverkusen, but just that all of those signings just didn't work out. So yeah, I mean, City, I thought would be City, but they definitely did took a drop this year. And yeah, Arsenal didn't see them winning it. I thought it would be tough just given City squad. Sorry, Liverpool's new additions, and then just being City. But
Wait, Kenny,
hey,
what was your order again? Sorry.
Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So for me, my top 4 predictions were Arsenal in first to win it, Liverpool in second, City third, and Chelsea fourth. So my thought process behind this, and you guys know I have been saying this ever since the transfer window closed. I know Liverpool bought all those players, but to me, they look defensively fragile. It was the Bournemouth game at the very beginning of the season
Hmm.
was my confirmation because even before that game, I was like, yeah, but they picked up these players. They're probably I don't see them being good in defense. Salah had video game numbers the year before. He's not going to do that again. Um, and yeah, they picked up Isak, all that. So I understood all of that, but I just felt all of that wasn't going to work. For me, that was always my thing. I always felt no matter what, I still felt like we were going to win. And I ended up being right. So happy to see it. Go ahead, Francis.
Yeah. For me, I had Liverpool finishing first, Man City in second, Chelsea in third, Arsenal in fourth. And I know EJ specifically wanted me to go last so he can ask and just once again try and berate me for choosing Arsenal after Chelsea. And I still stood on my decision because at the time I had faith in my club, especially off of the high that we had coming off the summer. The PSG win for the Club World Cup. On top of that, the faith that I had in Maresca and what he was building at the time, and it just didn't work out. It flopped, unfortunately, and it's sad. I didn't think Arsenal would get it done, honestly, but they proved me wrong. So hey, you can't say nothing about it. And I just had faith that Liverpool was going to really go crazy this year, especially with like you guys have mentioned the additions that they had. I thought they were going to go and repeat. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but you were wrong. And I'm just trying to understand why. No, I'm just trying to understand why you felt that a team that hasn't beat us, it's now 5 years. Because you know the last time that Chelsea beat Arsenal? Romelu Lukaku was playing for Chelsea the last time that they beat us, bro.
2-0 at the Emirates. I remember Reece James scored and Romelu Lukaku scored. I
Yep,
remember.
yep. Now in 2021, it's 2026. We beat you guys, I think, 3 or 4 times this season.
Your point?
I don't ever. Here's my point. Here's my point. Francis, and I said this in the last episode. Moving forward, your volume needs to be decreased because you know what? We took the chain. We took the chain, right? You don't talk to me moving forward until you take this chain from me. All right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see.
I don't
Once
have anything
again-
to say. I don't have anything to say about anybody else. It's just you, Francis. It's just you. It's just you.
That doesn't phase me.
Good.
Doesn't
Let it
phase
not
me.
phase you as we
I will still
continue
talk
to
regardless.
beat until you continue to beat us. Until you beat us, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't see that happening anytime soon, Francis. Lower, just no, it's fine. Just lower your volume, lower your tone. What? Hold on. What did Drake say in that song? Whisper my name, don't say it too loud. Yeah, that's you. That's what I'm about to start saying. Whisper my name, don't say it too loud, boy.
Jeff, we're just chilling. We beat both of them. We know how to get the job done.
I always say, no team in England could talk to us, so I'll just let them go.
Let them bicker.
Why is that?
I mean, I have 13 of those, what you just raised up, 21 to be exact. 21 is coming to be exact. We have 20 of those, and I have 3 Champions League. So Francis can't talk to me. You can't talk to us, right? And I've won more than everyone on this channel, apart from Kenny, in the last 3 years.
I don't know how
You
we
said you've won more in the past.
more
3 years?
trophies.
More
trophies.
Got you.
Even my worst tenure.
So my question is, so the Carabao FA Cup, they're big trophies now?
Did we call them big, or we just said we won trophies?
I'm just asking. I'm trying to make sure I clarify. That's all. Okay.
No,
Listen, I don't
I
want the goalposts. I feel like goalposts be moving. I don't want them to move. Okay.
Okay, so you didn't have wax in your ears, Francis. You heard us, right?
Hey, cool. Man. I just want the goalpost.
It's the one that moves the goalpost that always says the goalpost is moving.
Hey, man. I just want to make sure the goalpost stays where it's at. That's all. Yo, wait. Hold on. Kenny, Chef, do you hear a fly? You hear a fly?
Yo, he did not just put his scarf over his shoulder.
Francis, it's just, I don't want to hear from you. I don't. Talk,
No.
talk to Kenny and then Chev, and then we'll talk after.
I
Um,
must, just remember, EJ. I told you we are chain snatchers. Manchester United is chain snatchers. Just remember that.
Hey man, I want to see what you guys do when you have more games and you play three a game every 3 days. Like again, I've given you guys your flowers for changing your form, finishing in third, getting into Champions League, Bruno winning his award. I've given you all your flowers. I want to see what you do when you play every 3 days. That's all.
Careful what you wish for. I'll tell you that.
Just give me my signings. Let's get to it.
Careful what you wish for.
Oh man. We'll see we'll see how the next season goes though. We'll see how the next season goes. But anything else from the last segment?
No?
All right, we'll keep things rolling to the last segment of the show. Our World Cup predictions because the World Cup is going to be here in 2 days officially with what Mexico playing against who is it? South
Kick off
Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa. Yeah, World Cup's coming. It's in the USA. We're gonna see if we could get some games if they stop trying to tax everybody so much for the tickets. We'll see if we can sneak in. But yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful tournament, beautiful experience to watch. I'm gonna try to watch every single game that I can. This my second laptop's always gonna be on. Can't wait for it. But we're gonna, give our predictions of who we think is gonna win. We'll do another segment or another show later on in the summer. We'll leave that under wraps for now. But we'll give our predictions of what's to come for the World Cup. Kenny, kick us off. Who you think's gonna win it?
Ah, this is a heart versus head decision, but for me, I'm gonna go with my gut and what I think is gonna be a very, very special performance. I would love to see Ronaldo go out with a win, and I think the person that's gonna do that for him is that bad man. Yep. So for me, I would love to see Bruno. I'll go there. I'll go with Portugal to win it.
I'll literally just jump in. Kenny literally said everything I was gonna say. I think Portugal is gonna win, and I want Ronaldo to win because I'm tired of this GOAT debate. I need Ronaldo to get his own versus Messi. I want Portugal to win, and the midfield is by far the best I think in this World Cup. So I think they're gonna take care of it, and it'll be even sweeter if they beat Argentina on the way there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be different. Obviously, everyone know I support Portugal, right? But I'm gonna be different because the guys already said Portugal. But let's
Yeah.
go with England, right? It's coming home.
Oh
Here
my
in
god.
56.
To be fair,
Well,
TT.
okay, we have a tournament manager in there, right? And one thing is England have is they're very pragmatic. It's very Arsenal like, very defensively sound, you know? So I'll say that. But and it would be nice if my boy Kobe comes on with something, you know?
That would be
So
nice.
that would be nice. Because if he comes on with that, the agenda I'll be running on social media.
Oh Lord. You feel for Manu what I feel for Bruno. I think that's how it is.
Now I do think Portugal is going to win. I just wanted to, be a little different, but I do have
Respect.
Portugal.
Go ahead, Chef.
Oh yeah, so like I was saying, is I do think Portugal might win. However, I just want to throw somebody else in there as England. So let's see if they could take it home. It's finally coming home.
Respect. Respect.
So for me, I'm not even gonna lie to you, because watching Arsenal was so stressful this entire year. Anytime the international break came, I didn't watch football. If it wasn't Nigeria, I didn't watch. So I don't really know. I know who's on each team, but I don't have like a good idea of how each team looks. But I'm just gonna go with who I think has talent overall. I think France is gonna win the World Cup because they got Doué, Olise, Mbappe, and Dembele all playing up top. They got my boy Saliba in the back. You feel me? Chouameni, Camavinga. They may not have had the best seasons at Real Madrid, but anything can happen on the World Cup stage. And they got Ryan Cherky. So for me, if you look at that squad right there, they look like they could do it. So that's who I'm gonna go with. I think they'll win it. My goat has already won, so there's no pressure. He's just there to vibe. Messi, for those of you who are wondering, he's already won it, so there's no concerns there. He's just going to have fun, kick the ball, kick about in the U.S. You know, so we'll see what happens. But I do think France will end up taking it. But we'll see. I'd be happy to see Portugal win it because I like Ronaldo. He's just not my goat. Um, so it would be nice to see him get that send off of winning a World Cup and then kind of sailing off into the sunset because him and his World Cup that he's been working so hard for. So would definitely like to see that as well. So yeah, that's what I got for the World Cup.
Excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Dark horse, Senegal. Just want to throw that out
Agreed.
there.
I'm rooting for all African teams to
Ivory
descend
Coast
off.
just beat France the other day
Yeah.
too. Amad
Due's
Yeah.
brothers
Diallo.
on Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
OD.
He
Diallo,
scored and assisted. Yep, Diallo scored the
Ahmad
game winner.
Diallo. Yeah.
Yan Diomande, they're good, but
Yeah,
I like Senegal.
Yeah, no, I would like to see Senegal. I like Senegal because Mane and all them boys. So we'll see. But yeah, anything else from the pod?
Nothing else today, man.
Alrighty, I guess we'll wrap it up. Appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of Banter 3FC podcast. As always, you can find us on all social media platforms at Banter 3FC. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all of our content. Appreciate the love and support as always. And thank you, Chef, for being our special guest today. It's not
appreciate you,
easy.
dog.
It's not easy coming on to the Banter podcast, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. So appreciate you stopping by and showing some love. So yeah, we'll tune in with y'all very, very soon after some World Cup games have happened, and we'll talk about it. Until then, y'all be safe. Peace.